Friends, the truth is that Amber is back to the confusion. And since that she's back to the confusion, let's really and truly talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah, on a date, Wayne.
Mhm.
And the night before,
Mhm.
he told me that he loved me. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of games is he playing.
If you was a man when you try to go back and get you.
For sure.
Man, if you came back and asked you out for a date, you was right.
So, do you think I should go?
Do you think you should go? Amber, this back and forth with yourself as to what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And again, I've seen the comments of ladies saying, no, O'Neill, it's just a woman. She's just emotional and she's confused. Well, how long are you going to be confused? Guys, this cannot be a crutch for y'all to stand on. It cannot be a place for y'all to stand on of saying, I'm going to be confused forever. You can't be confused forever. There must be a point in time where you listen, just like I said to somebody else yesterday. Okay, the point at which you're listening is the point that you stop talking. And again, she's talking. There is no listening going on. She's asking too many questions and she's trying again, because she has been doing this for a long time, where she asks questions of different people so that way she can use it to say that, well, you told me to do this, like she did with Brittany a couple of times. But hey, let's continue.
Man, one thing I believe, can't tell a grown person how to live. If you want to go, go. If you don't want to go, go. If you want to have a divorce, go through it. If you don't want to have a divorce, go through it. Okay. At the end of the day, only person got to live with the decisions, the consequences of your decisions, is you.
And that's the problem. She doesn't want to have to live with it. I think what's happening to Amber, I'm gonna give you exactly what's going on, Team Amber. What I think is happening is that she doesn't want to have to live with the decisions that she makes. She's trying to get someone else to take the fall for this particular decision, and you can't do that. There comes a point in time where you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to decide, okay, am I going left or am I going right? Am I going up or am I going down? You have to decide that. These are all decisions that we make in a lifetime. Just like you decide if you go to school. You decide if you want to move out to your parents' house. You decide where to move next. You decide what's the next move. You decide if you're going to have a kid. These are all big decisions that you have to make. That's just what life is comprised of. Amber cannot absolve herself of this. But I think that that's what they're playing because they want to show us how sometimes people are very indecisive.
So,
So, what would you do? Is my question.
what would I do?
Yes, knowing everything he's done, what would you do?
Don't ask me that because I'm trying to keep the bro code here.
Wayne,
But how much money you get in that divorce?
I mean, sounds like it's gonna be a lot.
I don't know. I'm staying out of it. I don't know what I'll do, but I just sometimes S's and two lines get in my eyes sometimes. No, but at the end of the day, man, that's your husband, Amber. So that's who you chose to marry, right?
Mm-hmm. So you think I shouldn't?
And again, she's asking the question again as to what she should do. She asked Mama Brenda last night. This is why I said she's confused. Someone was trying to battle this. And I said, guys, stop battling this now. Every single time there's a major decision in Amber's life, she has to run it through at least 5 people. If you don't see a problem with that, then something is wrong. If every time there's a decision for you to make with your own personal life, you have to run it through 5 different people, and there's no way you can sit down for your own self and run the pros and the cons and say, okay, all right, I like this. This I don't like. I like this I don't like. And weigh that out and say, okay, I've made a decision and living by that decision. That's what's called being an adult. That's what an adult does. You're never gonna make all 100% right decisions. You're gonna make some. You're going wet the bed. It's just as simple as that. But that's life. You're going to either love it and it's going to work, or you're going to learn from it. It's as simple as that.
I think you should do whatever make your heart feel, man. We later in life now, so man, we got to live without the consequences. So you do what you need to do.
I just don't want to be played, and I feel like
Remember,
I just don't trust
I
him.
always remember this. We play ourselves more than people play us anyway.
That's for sure.
Drink your water, take care of yourself, drink your juices, eat the best you can, treat yourself the best you can, get your rest. That's all you can do in life. And I always remember, don't you be your biggest enemy. Feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at you.
Thank you.
I think she's her worst enemy. I did say this before, and I did say that one of the things where she's responsible for in the marriage is this same thing here. This has always become her Achilles heel, and I think that she's getting an opportunity to make some decisions on her own, right? Where now, when she goes into the new relationship, she'll know exactly what was her decision making process. But I don't think that she's taking advantage of all of that, because guess what? Let's say a new guy comes right now. If he says something to her that reminds her of Anthony, guess what? She's gonna ask 10 more people. And then let's say she goes in another uncharted 30. Guess what? She's gonna ask another 10 people. And then let's say she has another big decision to make. Guess what? She asks another 10 people. And that doesn't work, because you never ever make a decision on your own and by yourself. Instead, you prolong decisions rather than just making them and moving on. Life is just for living, and I get it. Hey, no one wants to be destitute, and as long as you're not being shut out or whatever else it is. Love is love. You don't think that men make decisions and choices that them that were just wrong decisions and choices? Look at Anthony. He's made a choice. What do you have to say about him? He has to decide. No, as indecisive as he's, I wouldn't expect Amber to be indecisive at this point in time, because she actually knows the truth. It's one thing when you don't know the truth and you have a decision to make and you have no data at all. But Amber has all the data in the world. Like, she actually has the full on data. But as I said before, until that part of her changes, I don't see a change for the character. But you know what, guys? Argue me. Let me know what you think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.